So that's the other thing. Strong emotional bonds are forbidden.
It does sound boring to be a Jedi, I'll be honest.
Yeah, they're not allowed because that's the thing is love leads to attachment and attachment leads to anger and anger can lead to fear, the fear of loss and not acceptance.
I resonate with anger for sure.
So, and the fear of loss can lead to more hatred, and hatred is a path to the dark side, which we will now talk about.
So basically, let me see if I can get this. Are Siths Jedis that have lost their ways and had hatred brought into their heart?
No.
What? But they do control the Force. I know that much.
They control the Force. Yeah. A Jedi that has fallen to the dark side is not necessarily a Sith, but a Sith is a dark side user.
Okay, so just tell me what the Sith is. I think everyone wants to know.
So the Sith are an alternative belief system to the Jedi. They are driven solely by their emotions, their passions, and these passions are corrupted by the dark side. So they are ones that seek power. They seek out connections. They seek to rile themselves up with anger and hatred.
So where do these people come from? Because I thought one of the defining features of being able to use the Force meant that you were level-headed and that you didn't have emotion, or is that just the defining feature of a Jedi?
That is a defining feature of the light side of the Force.
Okay, so the dark side, where does that come from?
So the dark side is the same thing as the light side. It exists because the Force exists.
How do you pick up babies that are dark babies though? You know what I mean?
You don't. That's why they also try and pick them out, because someone that starts training older has those emotional bonds that can lead them into that dark side aspect.
So basically, at birth, every Force baby has the ability to become good or bad.
Potentially, yeah. There were originally, there was a Sith race specifically, and it was a religious belief.
They had a race of just bad dark users.
But the Jedi and the Sith waged war against each other over millennia, and eventually the Sith were all but eradicated. Okay. And there's other parts of that I'll get to. So
I'm not allowed to talk, am I?
Go ahead. No, what are you going to say?
So we know Darth Vader and Luke, right? Mm-hmm. So, I mean, we know about their relationship. I'm pretty sure anyone who's listening to this podcast has known, about...
No, there's no spoilers.
Okay, no spoilers. Sweet. So,
you can't spoil it.
I can't spoil it? Okay, so he's his father, right?
Yes.
So, Okay, first off, I thought they weren't allowed to have babies.
So that's...
You lied to me!
So that's why Darth Vader is a Sith. Because that is So in the prequel trilogy...
Which I did not watch.
You did not watch... Anakin is an older child when he is found. They think he is the prophesized one who will bring balance to the Force. He falls in love with a senator of the Galactic Empire, and his fear of loss for her, and he starts having visions, because that's another thing Force users can do, is they can see visions of the future. He starts seeing the fact that she will die in childbirth, and he has a secret relationship with her. That attachment that he has to her leads him to be corrupted by the dark side and by a Sith Lord, to the point where he destroys all of the Jedi and is fallen to be a complete Sith Lord himself.
Deep. Real deep.
Yes. And his wife died in childbirth to give birth to twins.
What? He's a twin?
Yes, Leia.
Oh, Princess Leia!
Yeah.
Oh! Okay, remember, I haven't watched most of the Star Wars movies.
I know. So that's something, is a Jedi can fall to the dark side and become a Sith. But it is mostly centered around a religion. So, a couple quotes to give you an idea of it. They hope to fill me with fear, but fear leads to anger. Anger leads to hate, and hate leads to power. The next thing is actually the mantra of the Sith from the original religion of the Sith. Peace is a lie. There is only passion. Through passion I gain strength. Through strength I gain power. Through power I gain victory. Through victory my chains are broken. The Force shall free me. So you can see that it is an alternative. It is meant mostly as allow your emotions to be free and allow yourself to feel everything that you can, but it can lead you down a dark and corrupted path.
Okay. Very important question. Are you a Sith or are you a Jedi?
I'm a gray Jedi.
What?
I'm a gray Jedi.
What the heck is that?
It doesn't matter. I'm neither.
You're neither.
Neither. I have a purple lightsaber.
What am I?
You're a Sith.
Yeah, I am. I was like, as you were quoting it, I'm like, holy shit, I'm going to be a Sith.
So, that's the thing, is that the dark side is more about malice, hatred, destruction.
But it's like, it's passion. That's what I'm getting from it. And that's why I'm sorry, I resonate with the Sith, and I hate being bad. But like, it's not power. I don't know. The way, the quotes that you gave me, it's passion, it's lust, it's like intrigue, it's like... Yeah, I resonate with it.
But all of these things can lead to evil acts without it being intentional.
Lightsaber. Boom, boom.
That's why. The only reason why a Jedi can potentially fall to the dark side and not be a Sith is because that there is a specific rule to the Sith themselves called the Rule of Two. I'll give a quote that goes around this. But there was a Sith Lord who survived the culling of the Sith religion itself. The great Darth Bane. It was he who reshaped the Sith, creating a new hierarchy to ensure the survival of our order. His rule of two dictated that only 2 Sith Lords could exist at any one time. A master who possesses unlimited power of the dark side, and an apprentice to covet it. So... what happens is you will have a Sith master and you will have an apprentice. The apprentice wants to become the master, but may not be as strong as this Sith master. And there is a constant contention between them, with the master waiting for the single moment that he needs to kill his apprentice before he is killed himself. The apprentice waiting for the moment he is strong enough or stronger than his master to kill him and take over his place.
So there are only 2 Sith, or is it just 2 powerful
2 Sith Lords, particularly. Okay. There can be lesser Sith, but Sith Lords in particular, there can only be ever 2. So it's because of this unstable, chaotic nature of it. It is a constant want of power. It is a constant want of destruction that if there is more, they will inevitably destroy themselves.
Okay.
So having a particular hierarchy to it maintains this tension of power and understanding. It is not trust.
I mean, it's quite sad that you sleep in your bed every night thinking that you're either going to kill your apprentice or your apprentice is going to kill you.
Yeah.
It's a great way to live.
But that's how the Sith have come to live, essentially. And even when there were a larger order, even when you would have that master-apprentice relationship, but there would be hundreds of them. And they might have fights between themselves, between pairs. And if you as a master or your apprentice dies, you would seek out a new apprentice.
Only to be killed by your new apprentice.
Only to potentially be killed. But yeah, because the thing is people...
It just doesn't make any sense.
But the Sith all want to be alpha dog. Everyone is seeking power. And if everyone is seeking power and it's a zero-sum game, the only way to win is to kill. And to gain that power.
I mean, they sound pretty cool.
They also do have some ball-ass powers. So one, Force Choke, is the most... notable one. Darth Vader uses it.
Oh, isn't that the one where the hands just go up and...
Yeah, and he just starts choking people at a distance. Harder. What?
I'm going to pretend like I never heard that.
Good. The other power that they have is lightning. So they can shoot lightning out of their fingertips.
That's pretty cool.
There is one power that is slightly explained, is the ability to affect the midichlorians in someone else's body.
Okay, so what are they going to do with that?
So being able to resurrect someone.
Yo, that's cool.
That is high level, but
that
it is a
cool,
potential.
Cool. Now, when they resurrect them, are they good or bad?
It depends. Well, obviously corrupted by the dark side, so it may not be good. But this was actually how Anakin became Darth Vader was he was corrupted by the temptation of the idea that if he went to the dark side, he would be able to resurrect his wife and keep his wife from dying.
Oh, okay. Did it work?
Well, no.
I don't know.
He ended up choking her out, and he thought he